and welcome to yet another edition of the Sustainability Track here on African Renaissance TV with me, Mohammed Dibai. Today's topic of discussion is domesticating peace in Africa, one of the most important topics that we can have as far as peace building is concerned for the continent. And to have a discussion around this, I have very prominent people, young people who help us form a discussion around peace. But before we can start our discussion, we will give them a quick round of self-introduction, and then from there we keep on with the interview. Mr. Alassane, we're going to start from you, Justice. Who is Justice and Peace Network?
Thank you very much, Mohammed, and thank you very much for the invitation. My name is Justice, the Chief Executive Officer for Peace Network. Peace Network is a research and educational institute that is basically a company focus on medias on the side peace and security education. These institutions established after the realization that infrastructure, these institutions are necessary to promote sustainable peace and security. Whereas after reading peace and conflict and then starting a television program like the host track we are doing, and after so many years, then both having panelists and colleagues actually also and other people in the society encourage me to actually have an institution that actually is going to be promoting peace in the society. But it's also going to be teaching peace in the society, but it's also going to be advocating peace in the society. So basically, and as a victim of conflict also, I am somebody who is a victim of conflict. I am from the West region of the Gambia, and at a very young age, I've experienced what is called violence and conflict, whereas I became an IDP. So these are the things that actually motivated me to actually establish Peace Network after intensive reading in peace and conflict, and also conducting numerous research on what is peace and what is security and how to build sustainable peace in society. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me here. That is quite an extensive one. So we're going to have a quick one from Mr. Sonko.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you for having me here. My name is Bakari Sonko. I'm the co-founder and also programs coordinator of Peace Hub Gambia. Peace Hub Gambia is the legal social policy and peace building organization that work towards the advancement of sustainability through effective participation of young people and youth. Our work basically focuses on advancing we strengthen the infrastructure for peace. We creating the structures that are available in our society, structures that are available in our communities, to make sure that there is youth-led. We ensure that young people are, because mostly, like Alassane said, young people are the most affected during violent conflict. However, they are also very, very important stakeholders in the advancement of sustainable peace. So we leverage on the potential of young people. We interact with young people and women. Their voices are heard. And this will go through the advancement of the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2215.
And that is interesting. So today, having you both on board here is one of the huge steps that we have as far as peace building is concerned. So when it comes to peace building, Mr. Justice, we're going to start with you. From your aspect and from your perspective, what would you categorize as peace?
Thank you very much. Peace is difficult to define, understand, as different people have different perceptions and different meanings of peace. One of the definitions that actually work in the UN definition of peace, that is in 2011, peace is a situation where people's economic, social, religious, and political needs actually are met in a acceptable standard. This is something that I find very, very deep. This is something that I find very, very meaningful. That's why mostly when I'm asked about what do you understand from what is peace, I try to give and if actually times permit, there you can define. But when you talk about peace, political issues are involved, religious issues, social, political, and economic. So all these are fundamental factors in very useful. So this basically is the definition that actually I am very, very comfortable with. That's why whenever I'm asked about but others will just say peace is the absence of violence, and my good teacher Bakari will actually say that is actually the case. Peace is far beyond that. And, peace is something that actually can be built, and it's not a how do you call it, as something that has to be one, it has to be gradual, and it has to
Like
be something.
process.
So,
And that is basically peace. It's one of the widest things that we can discuss, and it's not specific on the attainment of one aspect of those factors that you just mentioned. Okay, Mr. Sonko, domesticating peace in Africa as a topic. What does this inspire you of?
When you really say domesticated peace, naturally Africa is tapped as the most violent continent in the world. And in fact, most of the research when you ask me about the domestication of peace in Africa, I will look at the socio-economic aspect of it. How do we do it ensure that the socio-economic life of people, the life of people is, or the economy of countries in Africa are reflective of the life of the people. But they will always say that there's economic development, there's also economic growth. But you cannot balance economic growth and economic development. We're talking about ensuring that the economy of a country is reflective of the lives of the people. So when you ask me about domesticating peace in Africa, we're looking at how do we ensure that security sector reforms or security are also ensuring that they protect lives and property, not hunt them instead. So for me, these are some of the variables that I think these are some of the boxes that I think we need to tick in order to start domesticating peace. And it has to do with ensuring that community structures or structures in our communities are able to reflect or support community peace building mechanisms. Because when you talk about peace building, we talk about peace as it's a gradual process, and it's a process that needs to be inclusive. And when you talk about an inclusive process, we're talking about leaving no one behind and ensuring that each and everyone is carried out. And peace building, in a broader term, it has to do with bringing people with different perspectives and different expertise to come together, leverage on their potential to ensure that they have a common goal, a common understanding that they believe is what society has to offer, and ensuring that everyone is able to live in a very dignified life and in a very peaceful life. And that has to do with ensuring that the rights of people are also given to them. Well, when you, most of the biggest challenges of peaceful work has to do with human rights violations, and the rights of people are violated. So you cannot talk about this in the absence of human rights, because peace and human rights. Or should I say, human rights is more like the fight for human rights is an important aspect of peace building. In as well as African Union is campaigning for, is advocating for the silence of the one. It has to, we need to silence hunger, we need to silence poverty, we need to silence health crisis, and these are some of the things that Africa needs to focus more in the fight for a more sustainable and peaceful country.
Very well. The gun is not the only killer that we can have in our societies. Like you said, hunger, education, and poverty. We can change this concern. Bringing everyone on board, even people with different opinions. Where he mentioned about politics and then all other things that can be involved in that. So, what would you say to the statement that embracing the difference could also be a key factor as far as peace building is concerned? People that you share different opinions with, people you share different backgrounds with, different ethnicity, different beliefs. How do we embrace them as a continent? Could this be a way to, as far as peace is concerned?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think one fundamental statement that I would say is that unity in diversity is very, very important and being able to practice. Understand, by virtue of my tribe or my ethnic or my religion, where I come from is different. But in your presence, I cannot justify mine to be more noble than you. So therefore, we have to be realistic to embrace and to see each one of who we are. And then whereas when we meet, we actually discuss on things that actually brings us together and that can take us further. But if we want to advance our individual, I think, like you say, incompatibility and this is what leads to conflict. Therefore, it's very important that tolerance is always manifest. There's always understanding, maturity is advanced. To make sure that an individual does not try to degrade or based on their opportunities or, let's say, the advantages that they have. Because once this happens, when the other side also tries to get the advantage, actually it's going to be that's why in the slogan, peace building for my institution is peace everywhere, every time, and for everyone. It's not matter of hackery and justice and the ones in the peace building aspect. It has to be from family level, it has to be from community level, it has to be from school level, and the leadership, and the government, and at the regional level, and at the international level. we all have to embrace peace, because the other side of peace is conflict. And then when conflict comes, it knows no young, no old, no rich, no poor. It is that everybody actually bears the burden of it. Even those that actually will be in the bush telling you we are happy, they are not happy. Nobody wants to be living an undignified life. So therefore, it's very important that our peace building and peacemaking is the business of everybody. It's not about profit, but it has to be everybody, because the other side of peace, therefore, it's very, very important. People to be realistic and we embrace peace. We actually tolerate each other, we embrace each other. We actually try to be honest in our dealing so that we don't try to cheat others, because once we cheat them, they will realize that this one have cheated. And what they will do is that, as we have this common saying, tit for tat. So it's very, very important that in trying to build a system, we have to be honest to ourselves, and then we be honest to our colleagues or our counterparts, understand. And the African, how do you call it, the Union, the ECOWAS, and the Gambia government, always I call, in trying to build peace at the continental level, at the regional level, and at the national level. We need to have a continental roadmap which has to be realistic and which has to reflect the realities and the situation and the circumstances that the people live in, how do you call it, in the continent. And then the regional also, every country also will develop their roadmaps, and then this will be domesticated, in communities, at the school level, at the societies level, so that we have the peace that we want. Because if we do not have, we will not work towards having the peace that we want, we will have the conflict that we do not
really want. Indeed, that's quite remarkably well. Mr. Songo, coming to you, he talks about an important aspect of peace. So I want you to talk us to the importance of peace generally. Because if we don't really miss the peace that we have in order to lose out on the conflict aspect of it, then that is important for us to talk about the importance of peace generally.
So for me, we don't necessarily have to, like I always say, any kind of, that no one needs to go to school to need to know that peace is important in your life.
Most definitely.
And no one needs to be told that peace is important in your life. Like he said, no one wants to live in an undignified life. And what conflict does is that it penetrates through the most important things in your life. It is more like when you have a flow outside, you decide to ignore and not to create a gateway or a way for the water to disperse. And in the fact that you are in your house, the food stuff that you have in your house, if it exhausts the food stuff, and then now you have no choice, you have to go out, then what do? You have to face it because you did not also did not do it. So for me, the most important aspect is the basics. It's the basics that we need to look at. Peace. In the absence of peace, we cannot have education. In the absence of peace, we cannot have we will not sit here. For me, the issue of the importance of peace is not a conversation that we need to have. What we need to have is, how do we institute peace in our communities? Already, we know that this is important. Anyone that you ask, will tell you, obviously, peace is important. Well, how do we ensure that we institute peace in our community? And
so basically, peace is something that we should try to make sure that we have the peace that we want, because when conflict erupts, even our closest neighbor, our friends will all actually disband and they actually abandon us. And what that actually means is that they are your own body. Understand? And when you are at ease and peace, then we are your friends. When you are at conflicts, you are alone.
And there is one thing that a lot of people don't understand. That what conflict does is conflict looks at your household and looks at the strongest person in that household and start dealing with it. Solve conflict. So I'm sure justice will understand. So to say that what conflict does, it brings about wealth. If you are rich, conflict drives you, it makes you very, very poor. Then you become vulnerable. The moment you become vulnerable, and human beings are like vulnerable, that is how peace is.
Indeed, those are important. In fact, learning becomes the best point when we are able to learn from the mistake of others. These things have happened, conflicts have happened all around Africa, and now as a present generation, we have the task to identify those things, to understand that we must choose peace. It's something that we cannot compromise as a people. Those are important. But before we head on to the next set of questions, I want us to take a quick break, and from there we can proceed to discuss. Welcome back from that short commercial from wherever you're watching this from. This is the Sustainability Track coming away from the African Renaissance TV. In case you've not subscribed into our channels, you can subscribe into our channels to get notifications and uploads of different episodes and programs coming away from the African Renaissance TV. Welcome back from the commercials, Al-Hassan and Bakari. So, Bakari, I want us to continue with you. Start considering the fact that we've talked about a lot of things. What peace is, the importance of peace, and then what some of the ways that we think we can move towards the attainment of peace. But I want us to go with the first one. The challenges to the attainment of sustainable peace in Africa.
Thank you very much. I think I've funded talked about that is when we talk about the challenges of peace, you look at the history of all the conflicts that happened in Africa. You understand that the root causes are poverty, economic injustice, human rights violations. You must live with them, like that Chinese proverb. Live with people, go to the people, live with them, understand their challenge, and then you will be able to solve their challenge. So if you are able to live with people and you're able to understand what exactly their challenge is, understanding the challenge of people is different from solving their challenge. And governance
is an important part.
It's an important part, yeah. But governance here, I like I always, for me, when you ask me the challenges of peace and security, I first highlight governance. Because I believe that it's one of the most important aspect of in creating a sustainable environment for resilient
peace. That is quite interesting. Justice, coming to you. I want us to we will not make justice. That is not your name, justice. Without really involving the role of youth. So, I want you to take us to what is the role of youth as far as peace building is concerned in the continent of Africa.
Yeah, thank you very much. And, as you said this, I really have this strong belief that youth should take and must take the front line in building the society that we want. Because the youth, as it is always said, are the future leaders. When we actually cultivate a seed of discord and conflict, we as youths are going to be fathers and great-grandfathers tomorrow, and we'll be living in that society. When we cultivate a seed for peace, in the next 50 years, we are going to have it as a peaceful and as prosperous society. So youths in Africa must have an uncompromising stance towards the activities, how they call it, the move towards peace. Like he said, we have to be deliberate, and in this deliberate aspect simply means that we must not be fooled by people, because sometimes people take the situation of African youth when they are just people that actually their patronage actually go to power and there is no one to give it to them, but they are to others, they think okay, resources must be there. For us, we believe that okay, with the little resource that we have, or with the no resource that we have, but with the knowledge and the experience that we have in this, we are going to be in the lead, and whatever comes, we try to utilize it and actually push on the agenda. Because the Africa we want will not be realized. Some of the people who are in their 60s, in their 70s, naturally in the next 10 or 15 years, they will be. But some of us who are in our early 20s, in our 30s, in life expectancy, naturally we are told we actually expect to live for the next 30 or 40 years. And how can we be living in an environment of conflict for the next 30 or 40 years? It's something that actually we need to really think about, to rationalize.
That is indeed important. The role of youth cannot be underestimated, and this is something that is a key aspect as far as development, the peace building is concerned. Due to the time, I will try to pass out some of these questions, but maybe this would be our penultimate question. How critical is the role of a diaspora? We have quite a huge number of diasporans as far as Africa is concerned, living outside of Africa. What do you think their role is as far as peace building is concerned?
I think just to make this one short, the diaspora are very, very important in the area of sustainable peace. Because the diaspora, they have the opportunity, they live in the free world. They live in the free world in the sense that they have access to a lot of things. what works in the free world will not work in our country. And most of the time, you see people in the diaspora say, this is not happening anywhere in the world, but it's happening in Africa, it's happening in Africa. And, when I hear people say certain things, and there are a lot of things that are happening in Europe that are worse than things that are happening in Africa. But they are very good in controlling their own narrative.
The mainstream media is a
one thing that we are not able to do so well as Africans is to control our own narratives. And this continues to affect each and every day of our life. Just let's talk about something. They said, tell me the sentiments that occupies the minds of the younger generation, and I'll give you the answers in the future. Today, each and every young person that you want to ask, what do they want? And what they want. That is the goal. Everybody wants to succeed. But the how sometimes it goes on matter. And I think that is where we need to invest. That how we need to offer young people alternatives. If they don't go to school, they need to have alternatives. They need to find something better to do. And it all comes back to government. And also, like I talked about the issue of being deliberate about what we do. That if what is said is not what is meant, and what is meant is not what is said, what is the word, always remains on that. And then the diaspora here has a very, very important role to play.
That is important. Sustainable development, sustainable peace, we cannot be attained with someone or a segment of our community and we left behind. It has to be an all-inclusive pathway. And this has brought us to the end. But before we end the show here, we'll take some final remarks in the form of advices as far as our peace message of peace is concerned from you to the viewership of us.
Thank you very much. Gambians and friends of the Gambia, I actually commend you all for actually being peaceful. Then others will ask me in what context. But however, as a society and as a country today, and as a people, we will not realize our individual and our collective goals and our objectives if we continue to fund and continue to have grievance against each other. So what is important and what should always be a foremost in the advancement or in the work towards what we want is to make sure that peace is put forward. And this should not be intellectualized, this should not be professionalized, this has to be rationalized. What you do not want, do not show it to the other one to actually impose it on them. We have elections coming. Elections have been conducted in the Gambia for the past 50 years, and we will have other elections to come. Are we going to allow this election to consume us? Gambia as a country has been in existence for the past over 1,000 years, or time immemorial that I can remember. But actually, are we going to allow religious conflicts to consume us? Gambia as a country actually has been living for years with social challenges. But are we going to allow 1 or 2 months or 3 months hunger and actually poverty to actually push us to become criminals and bandits, to be launching armed robbery and to be vandalizing places? Gambia as a society actually has been known to be a peaceful society. Are we going to nurture this and to actually advance it to the next level?
A short one from Mr. Bakari, and then we end this one from there.
Thank you very much. You just gave a very, very that is quite motivational. And I do hope and believe that those listening watching this will definitely take heed and do what is needful. For me, if you ask me what is going to be my final remark, is that I'm going to remind Gambians and friends of the Gambia of what is in our national anthem. That is to the Gambia ever true. To the Gambia ever true means that I'm able to live with my colleagues in a more respectful and diverse way. And to the Gambia ever true also means that I'm able to respect people that have different opinions or different views from mine, even if they are contrary to mine. To the Gambia ever true means that I'm able to live with Christians, I'm able to live with Muslims, and I'm able to accept people for who they are and what they believe. And to the Gambia ever true means that I am able to create a society where everyone feels worthy of their life and where everyone feels that we are part of a larger society, of a larger human society. And to the Gambia ever true means that Gambians are able to ensure that they protect the most treasure that they have, that is the peace and security. Until that is done, we are going to continue talking to Gambians. We are going to continue calling on Gambians. And this is a message to politicians, Like if you don't want to destroy that which was hard to build, that which you weren't part of building, it is because you have no interest in building a sustainable and resilient country. Thank you very much.
Indeed, those are quite interesting, and then it's inspiring closing remarks from Bakari Sonko and then Al-Hassan. Those are important, and then we give our huge appreciation to Peace Network and then the Peace Hub for the time that you've availed us here, and then to the viewership. This brings us to the end of today's episode. Follow us more to have very interesting opportunities to watch more interesting opportunities and interesting episodes from the African Renaissance TV through the Sustainability Track here. This episode has been broadcasting from you from our studios at Asin to Alaji until you come your way again. Let's keep the word of peace going on the comment sections. You can share your opinions and then we can keep the comments going. Thank you.